Hello everyone, and welcome back to Guild Wars 1 Nightfall. But still don't stay to me. Well, maybe night hasn't fallen yet. There are a few maps where night could be considered a thing, though. But those are mostly later. Anyway, we need to go talk to Zadash. Hi, Zadash. You're Sunsville, and I can't say I like you. I know good son right now to join your little group. But I need your help, and I'm afraid your seeker is the only thing I have to leverage. I bargained with recruiter sales to gain safe passage out of a corner for my daughter, Alanissa. These names, I swear, are hard for me to pronounce. I found some family heirlooms, but while I wait for the money, my contact and my gold were captured by the coroner. You used the head of my tail with the corsairs. They were harassing me, and I feel that my daughter's very life may be in danger unless the money is paid. Seek out Ruthless, Savad, and Barbara Shore and take out that problem. Do that, and your secret will be safe. Ah, yes. Deal with the debt. By the way, deal with the debt. Both quests lead to the same location, so we should probably go deal with it. There was a follow-up quest to this. I don't know if we get this now or later. Probably later. Involving the Dinjarin estate. Which I can't remember if that was even in. Well, looking at the location of it, I would it probably is, yeah. Because this location right about here would be in Guild Wars 2. So yeah, the Dinjarin estate's up here, so yeah, it would have to be though. Think about things logically. Positioning and stuff and all that. I probably should have picked that up, but that's for bugs, and these aren't bugs, so it doesn't really matter now, does it? Oh, so, I want to point out a thing. I'm stupid. Forgot we unlocked this place for a reason. And now we can go from this way to, hey, the Dinjarin estate. But that's not where we're going. We're going past it, to the Barbara Shore. He also has a quest. We don't has. We can't has yet. I believe this is Hecate. Yes, it's Hecate. Hecates are frogs. Frog people. They're a lot more evolved in Guild Wars 2. But yeah, frog people. They have this will at warrior. Well, that's right. But yeah, if you need to fight Hecate, this here is usually a good place to go. From here, quite good. The monk is slightly a better threat because he has word of hearing, and word of hearing is very decent hearing threat. I wouldn't say the best. Then let's do Hackett's. Out of favor. One more favor. Nice. But yeah, here is a decent place to farm Sunsphere points early on, because there's a lot of hackers. Right there. Also, I believe the thing to do after is double stuff to be at still. By the way, totally not spoilers. The fact that you could just wander in. And hey, there's his daughter right there. That was a great man, he's always been the way I needed him. Yeah, well, for some reason we can't do anything at the moment. Yeah, we have to do this first, which logically doesn't make sense if you think about it, because there's like that. That should not be there when you're passing through the estate. Because you have to pass through the estate to reach the barber, sure. Well, I forget if there's an entrance from here. Not entirely sure. But generally you would go this way. I think that is a quest I always forget about overall. Because I've never really had a reason to go back into it except for maybe doing the same. But yeah, you could go back and explore this. Alright. Never really did much. Outside of missions. Would you have a reason to go back to it? Now I guess we'll take out this hacker group here too. Because they have a lot of those crocodiles. They are crocodiles. Yeah, I would assume that. But yeah, they have a load of those crocodiles. Thing is... Wait, I need to look up something. Guild Wars 2 pets. Pets. I was like, do they even have crocodiles? Well, let's see. It would help if you gave me a proper frickin' list. Okay. No, they don't have crocodiles. Which is surprising. Yeah, Pacifier only introduced a cheetah, sandlion. They introduced those plants, they introduced frickin' fanged ibogos as a thing they could, rangers could have. But no more crocodiles. I know, right? Guild Wars 1's pet system is still better in that aspect, in my opinion. Mostly because you can just, like what I do, you could just has, you know, 4 frickin' dire panels. Because secondary professions are a thing. And it's a shame that Guild Wars 2 never got secondary professions. But it wouldn't really work with the way they made things. They made things a bit too trying to balance it, but yet ended up making some classes better than others, which I guess you could say is this. I mean, mesmers without stuff. Necromancers without ability to be ritualist. Better than ritualist. But I haven't really paid attention to the metas for this in a long while. The metas for Guild Wars 2 at the moment are just mostly mechanist. I guess Guardian's still good. Mesmer's decent. Now in this location here, it's basically just, well, I guess there is a material trader, those, but it's basically just, you're going through this area to the next area. It's one of those small little outposts. Which Factions and Nightfall did a lot better at than Prophecies. Because Prophecies, you had to literally run across practically the entire map, like from Draknor's Forge. Well, from that one little outpost to Draknor's Forge is like 3 maps. 3 very large maps, mostly. Oh, so once more, hunting Hecate. I believe Stone Nuts ones are the actual warrior ones from after. Hecate like that. I don't judge them for liking it. Axes can be better than swords. Because axes have a lot more AoE and a lot more actual usefulness compared to swords, which sever artery has to do sword build. Best possible swords. Oh yeah, I like 100 blades. Yeah. I would place Barber Slice with sever artery because it deals damage. And blades. So it's a lot better than just, you know, bleed and not doing damage, really. However, Gash is still used as a thing to bleed. And then it's fine with the rest of you. I mean, if you have all that ready, stats. Still doing this. So my internet is spotty at best. Like the rates would be fine, and then just all of a sudden there would be like there's something that just interrupts the connection. Like maybe a bird flew by the antenna. It's like, oh well, we gotta stop for a second. Now we're getting to Corsairs, and of course we don't have the bounty on Corsairs. doing a lot of zero. Maybe I put barbs. And his armor was protecting against it. Possibly that. But I thought it was coming from that. Not entirely sure. So anyway, that's a group of people that's probably gonna attack me. What does you guys do? Trusty Corsairs? I mean, I work with Corsairs, but I know. I hope you have a plan. I would ask for the money, but I see this. You just decided several sorts to do with soccer for me. I can appreciate that. Do you think my boys know conspiracy? That's what I said, friends. However, let's just say that script is already set. Enough letter. Josie Ash's dad's head. No, he may be. However, we're not done yet. Here we go. A deck electric ticket. Interesting. Let's just open up and see what's inside, shall we? Says that you've agreed to pay up and Megoon does debt to me. Payment to him is a sizable sum. The man doesn't know what to quit when he's feeling. And he never ever manages to get ahead. Well, I've been off one of the things today. So I gave you a choice. You can pay the 5 platinum he owes me. Which is, yeah. Why would you ever pay the 5 platinum yourself? That's stupid. Or you could work it off. The task is simple. I don't want to kill for one person while you collect enough of debt. When the guy showed you open, no spine. Now consider my going to step paid in full. I've left out with debt. Okay. So collecting the over debt is pretty simple. Firstly, let's go get the Corsair bounty, because that'll be, slightly useful. I mean, thing is, once you get up to Sunsphere Castellan, you know, the next thing, you can't really get anymore. 9 and 10, you have to do in hard mode, which is unfortunate. I think you only really need 7, maybe 8 at one point, I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, so go here to Joe up no spine. You got one Joe no spine. Guess why? Seriously. Is he here? Look, I told him. I need more time. Look at the mine as well. She's mad up. Well, please don't worry. No location of Rich Road Corsair Salute, but it's protected by a beast he's tamed. My mom's been sick and I've got to tend to her every need, bless her heart. Sorry, I haven't had time to. Don't draw that weapon. Thank you, since you're not going to hurt me, right? Right? I think you could collect that loot for me. Yeah, I want to spawn your map. You can take care of it for us both. The best way he doesn't have the money, but he knows a location where we can get them. Dervishes are a decent thing to pay for because sides hit multiple foes. And hitting multiple foes makes more stacks of that happen. Oh, Richard's box. I'll say, why did I don't know why my friend dropped that, but. These groups are a bit too close to each other. This area is entirely too dangerous. Nope, I didn't put that on you. I probably should have put pain of her on you. Actually problematic. So get this guy down. That's good. From those we had the ritualist. Ritualist is using weapons, enchantment, stuff. I'm not entirely sure what they're doing. They're using restoration magic, open magic. Sort of going all over the place with the magic, but you know, it works. Maybe, probably not. So most of the daggers are low or jewels and stuff, and it makes me want to salvage them because they may or may not be stuff worth salvaging, or it could just be iron. But I have gotten some shiny things or some of the other ones. Anyway. But yeah, like 3 core cell bosses. It's very decent for and the god voice. And that. And then there's all these collectors that let's play. They probably don't have anything we want. They're collectors after all. Still not sure what the hell's with this lag. That may go to balloons, you could buy one of those shade weapons. Or you could save up those doubloons and give them to Nicholas the Traveler for something actually better. Oh, you also want those. Let me guess, that means you probably want those too. I mean, who does want to go to balloons? But yet, most all your stuff sucks. I mean, it's not their fault that their stuff sucks. It's just how it is. Anyway, what's been land you got for us? More health? Yeah, sure. Shooting elemental damage. I don't really need the favor of the gods. But yeah. Oh no, under 1,000. I'm sure we'll be back out there. And we do have vampires. I saw you. Oh, hey, you guys. I guess welcome to the party. And of course, more core cells. So, remember I said an old Corsair's loot? He's referring to Savant. You know? The guy who wants us to pay off this debt. Yeah. So basically, we'll pay survivors on that. Because we take these 500 platinum points. Which, by the way, are an item. They're not actually money. You can't have. They are a quest item. I also want to bring up, it's a bit weird that, yeah, in Guild Wars 2, you have, you have gold, silver, copper. You no longer have platinum. By our definition, that would mean that the economy in Guild Wars 2 is a lot worse than it was in Guild Wars 1. Because gold was just plentiful. Like, very plentiful. Like, we could take this gold, we could eat it on the ground. And that would be more than most people have in Guild Wars 2. Like in equivalency, I'm trying to think. Probably 100,000 gold in there should be equivalent to 1,000 in Guild Wars 2. By that exchange rate. Or maybe even just 100 actually, now that I think about it. Anyway, here's your money. Well, it says paid. Well, so things worth themselves out. For me, at least. Yeah, it's because I paid you with your own money. Convenience. And I need to go see Zoo Dash, I need to go see Lunai. And that's it. How do we start on the estate quest? I don't remember. Maybe. So the debt was Savant? Good, I'm sorry I had to hold that over your head, but you must understand, I'll do anything for my daughter. She's all I have left. My prayer she's safe now, but I think that's untrue. I would trust being brute with those Corsairs. Time to start the estate. Consequence, I must say my disdain for you is somewhat tempered by the opportunity you have presented to return. To me, that which was, shall we say, appropriate by the current road corner. The chaos you brought to the 3 chance averted Veritas' eyes from me for the moment. Now it's time for me to seize my lost estate. If you help me, I will not compromise your whereabouts to start to find mankind in Pogren's Passage. Spend my content since my lands were taken from me. Man, sure, why not? But first I need to go turn in this outward quest. Once again, people after hell. Surprising. That's some work there, my friend. That was quite an embarrassing situation, but I knew I could count on you. I'm gonna make a small trip into the command post, see if there's any other quests still before we head over to where we need to go. Cost you got anything uphill? Lonnie, no. Okay. Well, let's go to Pogren Passage. Now, who do I need to speak to now? Kadan, Kadu, someone. Yeah, but you know what, while we're here, we might as well go to Gandhar's thing, if I could remember how to. I don't remember how to. think it might be that one down there. But I also looked at those gates down there and they were closed. Huh. Huh. Pretty sure there was a way to go though from here. There it is, over there. How do I get to there? How do I get to you? Wait, is that even it? Huh. Okay, I'm getting confused. No, it would have to be over there, by that gate. Okay, now how do I get to that gate? Oh, I can get downhill, apparently. Okay. Oh, never mind, that's it. I got confused by passages anyway. So we can just go to Gandora, the Moon Fortress, which I'm not entirely sure if it's that's the capital of Corner, or if the capital of Corner is the Fortress of Jihad. Like, I'm not sure. But there's a major city fortress. But the Fortress of Jihad is also so. But yeah, as for the quest hill, I don't remember where it is, per se. But there was a bunch of scale. Just going to wander this way. It's probably like that way. We're going the right way. But you know. Also, it would help if you don't freeze me then. So I can't move. Yeah. Just trying to scout. Yeah, I don't know about that quest. I think it's one of those ones I never really did because, well, I don't really know where it is, apparently. So anyway, let's go talk to what's his face, right? The problem is I don't see this guy here. Tell me there's a guy here that I'm supposed to talk to. Oh, there he is, kind. All the way over here. That's more towards that than that. Hi, Can. Hi. Told you for the cost of offer. See, if you didn't realize that by now. Sudice has been misrepresented since very struck away the family estates. If you want to help Cost get back, as far as good graces, you could try to get the Dinjo and estate back. I owe the Dinjo clan quite a bit for the help they've given me. Find Guaju and some of the Costa's overall friends they'll be able to help. And by the way, you should probably bring Cost. Just saying, it would be a good idea to bring Cost. No, it's actually required to bring Cost, so yeah. Bring Cost. Oh, brave heroes, my fiancé has been kidnapped by a crew of rival corsairs. My headset keeps sliding. They whisk her away in the middle of the night. I feel what they will do to her if I don't rescue her soon. Please, you must help me. Alonso. Nope, we've already heard that name once before. The only thing that matters to me, I would never be able to forgive myself if something happened to her. Because of me, please, I beg you. I mean... I am over here. Might as well go pick this up again. Since we're gonna have to murder more Hackett anyway. Might as well get points for it. So now we do pretty much the same thing as we were doing the first time we went through him. So this time we're gonna go rescue her. Problem though is we also might want to go clear out the area here before we rescue her. Just cause she's only level 10 and she's targetable. Which is bad. Because the AI will exploit. Without going go. Low level target. Focus on the low level target. Low level target's dead because they're squishy. And there's a few of the heroes who react to I should try to heal. See, they almost had me though. He died there again. And but I'm going to have to find myself, so wait, did they? I did my head up. Like I thought I talked to him. If it had, I don't know why it would go completely off. Anyway, the person we need to talk to is over there. We'll get to that. First thing we want to go clear this area. And talk to the NASCAR stuff. So we don't want to go over there right away. She's fine. She can sit there for a moment. Let's just go around and clear out the Hackett on the way. Why? Reasons. Because I have failed it a couple of times before. Mostly because we end up running into both these Hackett groups. And yeah, it makes it hard to focus on defending her when there's that many Hackett and crocodiles swarming. Now let's check out this next group. Then we should be most of them. I don't know who the ends up getting in the way, but should be most of them. Unless I want to clear out that group. You know what, just cause. Just for safety's sake. That. Now we'll go rescue. Now that we've cleared the way, just in case. Now, up ahead, I can almost make her out. Hello, voice, expecting us? Banjo, we knew it would be a long amount of time before you found some unlucky fools to follow you in. Alonzo? God's video much for her. That's no fiance. That's my sister. Well, it could technically also still be a fiance and her sister. But look out at the trap. I don't have all they pass you. The kidnapped me instead. Oh, there we go. Like, oh no, it's not fiance, it's a sister. You can see both, technically. Anyway, thank you for rescuing me. My father must be so worried. They haven't fed me for 3 days. Right now, I won't be able to get out on my own. Can you please escort me to the safety camp? Hajanu. What is that? You know, you could just say we're back to Pongate Passes, but no, she wants you to go over here, which is technically close. About, slightly close. But yeah, as I mentioned, she is level 10. And squishy. I think since she's a monk, she might have that healing circle thing. But otherwise, yeah. Not that great. She's also slow, which means you gotta be careful about this. About enemy groups wandering into her, because you might have slept past, but that doesn't mean she's gonna slip past. Because she's slow. Oh, she's wounded and stuff. But no, she's running as fast as she can. It's just slow. Also, sadly, unlike Eye of the North, talking to shrine people doesn't give you buffs and stuff. You don't get like plus more bonus to hunting. Nope, it's just how it is. You have your buff, you hunt the things, it's good. You don't get kill 2 rampage bonus. And that's taken care of, so now we don't have to worry about that. Now we go back to the state. We have to go talk to Guanju. He can show you around the estate. By the way, for an estate, it sort of sucks. But we'll get into that more once we actually get there. Birds. Now we can't really target the birds, can we? Do I have a decent amount of points then? Like, oh wait, you hackers want to start? I will. I'll deal with you too. Not while we're here. Champion Power Star. Third one to he's a ranger. Got a group together. The guy bailed me out more than one house right for compromise the situation. Despite everything that's ever too much, still consider him a good friend. Gus wants to reclaim the family estate, eh? I do owe him a favor of 3. Also, we're being attacked, by the way. So I guess that's out of the puncher's not targetable, unlike the launch thing. He's just gonna run off 2 places, 2 balls. Okay, anyway, welcome to the estate. It's only one furious and neglected bad management can do to a place. See, it costs. She's a lush, beautiful place. Now it's a dump. Yeah, there's the estate up there. And yeah, this would be the place in Guild Wars 2, now that I think about it. Once you get back, I'm sure your father's sufficient to restore the estate to its former glory. My father would talk to me. He disowned me when I became his son's bill. Let's get moving. But yeah, also at the estate is an acolyte of Dwayne, if you wanted the Dervish Dwayne form. Avatar, I should say. Oh, we're gonna drop down siege thing, that place where we're not at. Cause yeah, no. As they do. This one, next one. That's low. I'm a necromancer, by the way. There seems to be the main protocol for the soldiers. Yeah, this area here. To and from. What does they know of that place? Ah, about us, there's one more place I'll let you show you that should aid in your negotiations. Oh, are you gonna go, or are you stuck on the pandas? You might be stuck on the pandas. That whole body block. Because there isn't so much tanking in this one, as there is body block. Body blocking prevents things from being able to attack other things. Like if you're surrounded by minions, you can't really go and attack the monks. Oh, so we're gonna have to fight our way through these guys. Now we're gonna come back to the ceremony. There's only a 500 gold bounty on our heads. That's how much? Oh, I'm clearly worth more than that. Hell, I'm sure Becca's probably worth a lot more too, because these are Zerg. How many of them have seen a Zerg around? I think he's just running off now. I think he meant to talk to us about that now. But no, he's just running off. I mean, this area is also technically a mission. But that flavor. But yeah. But no, that's mostly the estate. It's a bunch of adobe buildings. And yeah, I won't consider it that impressive. Most adobe buildings looking. Some of them I wonder how you could, well, I guess you could fit through that door. Oh. You see, there, work move quickly, strike hard portal. Once it's done, it's easy. Change a bit cost, always thinking like a soldier. Alright, tour's over. Your name, my citizens, on costs. Come and find me and tell them that's a lot. You'll get count on you, old friend. Power tried to hit multiple times, and it went bad for him. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to go over here and add more locations to my portfolio of places I can go to and from. Oh, so that's Master Whispers and Danger. Now, totally not relevant, but they are. It's one of those situations where NPCs are just standing around waiting for their actual quests, but since their quests aren't things, don't need to introduce yourself. I know exactly who you are and what you're capable of. Half the people you man understand work for me, whether they realize it or not. My name? That's unimportant. All you need to know is that I am an ally, and that I know as much about enemies as I do about you. River flows and I am with it, and I with it. I am one with the river, I am its protector. We'll get more into that later on. Because Nightfall has this thing, Nightfall likes having this whole some choices matter thing. Which is going to come into play later on with who would choose for a certain direction. For technically most of the rest of the game. This is also, we'll start a mission, but we can't really do such yet because, well, reasons. I don't advance the story enough. Anyway. This over here is also potential is a mission. Don't have to worry about that for a while. Yes. Now, back to Bungay Passage. We need to go speak to Benchu. So we're gonna go speak to Kanan. Finally, we're gonna go speak to Benchu. Hi, Benchu. See enough for good. With a little luck, we can put this place back in the hands of its rightful owners. What's that say, money talks? Government's work. You might be able to buy back the enjoy the family estate. You need a substantial amount of cash. You might try to find it first. P knows any good at dice, and yours cost big time. If cash in hand, there's no guarantee caretaker of Palmar will be willing to part with the land. Cost and negotiating skills may come in handy. Ready to take back the estate? Maybe. So let's tender an offer. First things first, we're gonna go talk to this guy. The 03 one. If it costs money, I never thought he'd live long enough to collect. But Bad's Bennett and I was found to go. He's buying back the estate. I thought I was still held a grudge. So supposedly we has money. I don't know how much money we has. But apparently we has the money. So now we'll go tender an offer. Now we go all the way back again. Except for not that way this time, but this way. By the way, oh, there's the sandstorm. I was going to say, here's the thing, sandstorm is an AoE. Pain inverters. Pain inverters loves AoE. Like you get, what a pain inverter is good against. It's not really good against single target foes. Pain inverter is good against elementals. Because most elementalists, except for maybe lightning elementalists, use area of effect abilities. Mesmers is a very situation because most mesmers are doing feedback stuff like you, or illusion stuff, which isn't that great against. Or they have hex removal, which, yeah, sort of defeats your head spell. Thing I really love about necromancers is necromancers are never really very advantage. Well, as long as things die. So long as you are striking things down. In combat, basically, so long as foes are falling, yeah, you're fine. However, for like say if you're soloing things, yeah, necromancers aren't the best for that. And it's demonstrated in the INR stuff. But for like fight multiple groups where they start falling and it's like, oh well, I'm using all my mana, or energy I should say, and then it's back because something died and you just got all your points back because soul reaping. That didn't fall over to Guild Wars 2, sadly. You don't have the benefits of soul 3 points soul reaping, you gain 1 energy. So we gain basically, you know, 14 energy every time something dies. Which is pretty great. I'm sure I'll probably pick that up. Oh well. But yeah, Dervishes are decent then for pain inverters, so long as I need multiple abilities. Rangers are situational. It depends if Rangers are using AoE abilities. Barrage. Other things that hit multiple foes, like midnight arrows, because that makes their arrows sort of explosive fire. Char use those. Necromancers aren't exactly the best target for pain inverter, because necromancers, well, it depends. Because necromancers come in mostly 3 flavors. You have your death ones, which are either going to go poison or minions, which, yeah, isn't really going to help with pain inverter. You have your blood ones, which are going to mostly be life drain and such, which isn't really going to help with pain inverter. And your curse ones, which are going to be doing curses, which may or may not help with pain inverter. Warriors are a good example for pain inverter. Like 100 Blades, good example. Cyclone Gnats, good example. Anything that can hit multiple targets is a good example of what you should be using pain inverter on. Monks are bad, not per se. Because most monks are gonna be healing or protecting. Smiting doesn't really have that great of things for it. Therefore, like Ray Judgment and feel offers that might hit multiple targets. Smiting's not really great. Pain inverted, but it can be. Paragon, not really AoE class, so yeah, not good for pain. Trying to think what else I haven't covered. See, I've covered monks, elementalists, rangers, necromancers, warriors, mesmers. Oh yeah, assassins and ritualists. Assassins do enough damage fast. The problem though is they don't really do that much AoE. Usually. They do a lot of damage fast, which can be good for pain. Because it's multiple damage. Not exactly multiple damage against multiple foes, but still multiple damage. But it's very hit or miss because they're targeting one foe usually. Ritualists sort of fall almost into the monk category in a way because they have healing, they have protecting, they have spirits, which the problem with spirits is spirits do their own damage. Like minions, it doesn't really help with pain and burn because the spirits are doing damage. And then there's the stretch magic. Stretch magic actually has a decent amount of potential AoE. Some spells, namely Spirit Rift, which can be good for pain and burn. But mostly, yeah. Mostly elves, warriors, and a few others to focus on. I owned the former Dejoin estate for years. It was owned by the Dejoin family, but the later changed hands shortly after the owner's son became a Sunspell. Great Ferret hasn't done much with the place except used as a prison for centaurs. Make a persuasive argument, I must admit, ever since that better Fedora I've had, shall we say, leeway when it comes to this state. You can make it worth my while, I can sell for a small parcel in the Southern Sector. Turn blind eyes your shenanigans, but you have to release some of the guards you have been squatting on the property. Ain't no one safe the war marshal starts asking questions that may no guarantee. Safety, as far as I'm concerned, this conversation over to a place. My money, please. So basically, we own this one little prison cell over here. That's basically all we own. It's that. This one prison cell over here is all we own. But hey, I guess it's a start, technically. We tried. But yeah, isn't it such a wonderful thing? We own that. Yay. It's totally a thing. Woohoo. You can't get into the rest of it. Anyway, let's go back and talk to Zudash. Now that we got himself a little tiny hut prison. And saved his daughter. I think that was probably the more important part, is the fact that we saved his daughter. Hi. Hi, Zudash. Oh, he's just left the Sunspell ever since my son Kosh went off. To join your order, I still don't know if I can forgive him. But he returned my precious daughter to me. The least I can do is give you this. Small token of my gratitude, think it. Now we pay the debt I owe you. What's that? You've gotten part of my family's lands back? You and Goss? I don't know what to say. He and I chose to become a Sunsparrow. I threw him out. He sounded like an excuse for more brawling and shady doings. Now, I don't know. There's much to do. Things repair and set right. Even if it's not the entire estate, it's the start. My daughter Lanza should be able to help. Perhaps someday we'll get the land back. see my son, tell him thanks for me. Gus was a headstrong, impetuous child, and as he grew to manhood, we quarreled continually. His poor sister Lanza always ended up in the middle. When he became a son's was too much for me, I disowned him. He has not used the family names since. But now that he's given me back part of the family stage, I see that his heart is in the right place, even if he has poor taste in friends, present and company excluded. Upon Lanza and Archer at war, tell her what's happened. Ask her to return to me and help me rebuild the family stage. Perhaps we can begin anew. Sure. See, here's the thing. They could technically put her in this instance. Because it's weird like that. Thing is, you can't really change. It's very complicated to change, like, the instances. Like, you could change the dialogue for random NPCs, like the peasants, for example. You could change them to be affected on where you are in the story. Like that. But you can change later on. Because it affects the generic dialogue for all Coordinate peasants, which can be in here, can be out there, can be anywhere. But for example, you can't really place another NPC in here because it would require a separate instance of this entirely to happen. That's why they, you have to basically restart the whole instance for like the holidays, for like say Winter's Day or Halloween. If you're still in the instance, you have to basically reload the instance, which means either mapping out or logging in and back in for it to completely change. Because it can't really apply those effects while you're still there. However, for like say, like this NPC, she can't be spawned inside this instance, so that's why they put her to the closest proximity, which would be out here. Because this hill is a separate instance. A separate instance that isn't affected by the thoroughfare players. Because this hill is affected by the thoroughfare players, which means people can be going and stuff and they wouldn't be able to see if she was there because, well, it would have to be a separate instance from the one that they're all in. And if it's a separate instance from the one they're all in, that means you can't have players from the same. It's complicated like that. Like when World of Warcraft, I know I shouldn't be bringing that up in this, but when they start bringing in instancing and like, can't remember if it was in Burning Crusade, but in Wrath of the Lich King, there are sections where basically, the player just completely vanishes, and the other players can't see him because, well, it was an instance. But they can't actually do things unless they're on the same quest. This, for example, she's there. She probably wasn't there before, but since you're on the quest, it has put her in this instance. That is affected only really by you, the player, since you're the party leader. And less so everyone else. Oh, I think if other players had it, they might have, but I'm not 100%. I think so long as someone has a quest, they basically. Explaining technical shit is difficult. Hi, dear brother, I'm so glad that power is finally forgiven me. Of course, I returned to every birthday stage. Small players are, here take the third of my phone. I'll be a long person, and please, when come by and visit, bring your friends. Your new friends. Not the Corsair ones. Then we go back and we talk to him. By the way, that was a quest. I know, right? That was a quest. We literally went that far outside. Forget my test, but this day is joyous. You show me that my son is a good man. Because of his efforts, our family will again be home. Please excuse me, I have much more to do. Oh, what about the John estate? I didn't think I would ever see the day. Thank you, Sense, for your internal support of the Denjarans. I mean, I forget if this takes effect until later on. But I think later on, they might actually be out here on the Denjaran estate. By the way, we don't actually have any quests now. Which is surprising. We don't actually have any quests to do. Which means we're sort of forced to having to do this. Because we can't really... yeah. We can't really advance that much in this. Like prophecies, you could literally skip entire sections. Yeah, they sort of did away with that and put mission gating in factions in Nightfall. The North, you sort of had to do... you sort of were tossed into going potentially 3 ways, and you were mostly gated to having to do those 3 ways to actually advance the story for that, so... Alright, Siege. By the way, Siege. See, we mentioned Siege. Siege is a good thing, okay? Doesn't do much damage, but it all stacks. Ow, he interrupted me. Freaking me. Okay, I guess they're not out. I swore at some point they ended up out here. Apparently not yet. I'm gonna go check on that. Guild Wars 1. No. Didn't. Jaren Estate. Uh-huh. So alongside appeal only after completion of that. Wait, where do they appeal? Where do they appeal? It says they're going to be Farmers Hill, but where do they appeal? Huh. They weren't here. Many in the northern area. But we didn't buy the northern area. Huh. After the quest is complete, she's in the western part of the zone with his tiny farmers. What? I thought this was the area we bought. But okay, well, we shall continue my investigations before we end the video. Oh. I didn't think we bought this area. I thought we bought the area down there. Okay. So we own 2 prison cells, everyone. 2 prison cells and I don't even know what that is. What even is that? But we own 2 prison cells. Yay. Where's Farmers now? And she still says the same thing. I guess maybe we own actually a decent chunk of this. We own these little houses here, this prison cell. Less so the main estate, but still, that's not bad. I mean, it's a thing. Do we own that over there past the ward? Or is that still going in territory, technically? Yeah, that's still going in territory. Okay, well. So, this section. Not that section. Even though we went to get the squatters out of that section. Yeah, anyway. So, next time, Adventure Cemetery. Because I could do this mission now, but it's rather long and I'm not really feeling like doing it right now, to be honest. Oh yeah, I still like this. I think. So here's the thing, we have like these NPCs. So this one here, so he's the actual mission one. But then when you have a second NPC, that'll tell you, tell me about past events. Which we'll talk to you next time, current events. And you can replay that and get some tips and stuff like that. We'll talk to him hopefully before we begin the actual mission. But anyway. You, merchant. Hi. I don't think I'm collecting Hackett times. I don't think, anyway. Don't think I'm collecting that either. I'm still collecting those, probably. I probably should identify that. Okay. Yeah. Well, prophecies like giving you the random shitty weapons. Factions and Nightfall were like, yeah, nah, here's just gold. Why would we give you these shitty weapons? We know you don't need these shitty weapons. You can buy better weapons with this stuff. Okay, so, next time, we progress. Oh, so look how, yeah, that's sprites. That's not actually, yeah, it's actually not solid. It's just a sprite, a 2D sprite. Yeah, that's silly. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed, thank you all, and have a nice day.